Hello, good evening, Sunday evening, another day, another talk. Today I've got something interesting. Let's see how it pans out. One of my favorite examples I keep giving clients is uh, the way to recognize the power of your brand is the kind of respect you get for your visiting card. Okay. Uh, Visiting card, I think, is a very underrated but an extremely powerful tool that helps you understand the power of a brand. Let's take a few examples. If I give you a card of a person from Tata's, he comes from a large company, highly trustworthy, very respected. If I give you a visiting card from, say, Airtel, large network, big telecom provider, uh, it comes naturally. The visiting card gives you that power. If you meet someone from IBM or from a consulting firm, say from an ENY or a KPMG. That visiting card tells you everything about that person, what he does, the power of the organization. Uh, and you reverse it, it's the same thing. You have a weak company, a small company, the visiting card carries the same amount of load. The power of the visiting card comes from the back of the organization that you represent. And when you're growing up in the corporate world, uh, at a junior level, your visiting card has certain amount of weight. As you reach the mid level, basically at junior level, your visiting card is only to show your family that you're an employed human being. But the moment you get to say a mid level, you start getting access to clients and stuff like that. Your visiting card has a completely different load, respect, and eventually you go up the triangle and you're on top of the heap and you become a CEO. Then your visiting card has a completely different meaning because you're managing numbers, you're a P&L guy, uh, you're acknowledged, you're respected. There are people to receive you at the airport, there are people to see you off, your hotel rooms are booked, your travel tickets are booked. Uh, you live a good life. Yeah, there's a lot of hard work, the commitment, but you lead a good life. You go abroad for your board meetings. And if you're in the advertising world, when you go for your quarterly reviews every 3 months, uh, most of the advertising holding companies are run by Jews. So you spend your day with a bunch of Jews. They drill you out. They drain you out. They they love you because you deliver numbers. They will stop loving you the day you stop delivering numbers. A Jew is equal to a number, and I have seen so many heavy hitters lose their jobs on the return. But yeah, that's the nature of the beast, and especially advertising is quite thankless. It's a very tough job. But why am I saying this? I'm saying this because there is a lot of noise about our Prime Minister visit to US. Uh, and over the last 70 years, we've had Prime Ministers go to the US. We had Pandit Nehru, who went to US as the world's poorest nation. He still made us look good. Mrs. Gandhi went to US as a prime minister who divided Pakistan. She wasn't liked. She had a press conference with Nixon and she had a fight. Rajiv Gandhi went and gave the whole IT story. Uh, Narasimha Rao, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji was hugely respected. Uh, and then you have Dr. Manmohan Singh and now Prime Minister Modi. Uh, I won't get into the political part of it, but if you look at it from a capitalist point of view, capitalist because US is the world's largest capitalist economy. Everything there for them is a sale, is a number, is a opportunity to do business. Uh, I mean, I've seen it very close, so I know what I'm talking. India is the largest, world's largest middle class market, which is young. India is also quite affluent in the middle class, though we have a very huge uh, poor base, but our middle class is also is equally large. But unlike China, our middle class is young, so we are also a hugely important consumption market for the US. We are obese, so McDonald's and KFC have fun here. We are not health conscious, so we've got Cokes and Pepsis in our throat. We've got Nike giving us some products for our fitness requirements. We've got Starbucks because we love coffee. We've got IT companies here. In fact, most IT companies globally are run by Indians simply because India is a huge market. FMCG companies globally are run by Indians because India is a big FMCG market. Beauty and personal regimes are huge in India. So it is a very simple math. What do I contribute? Therefore, you get the kind of respect that you deserve. Mr. Modi is representing one of the world's largest affluent, obese middle class. There are business opportunities galore. So obviously he'll be loved, he'll be respected. The Indian industry, the American industry will call him. They will treat him with a lot of respect. These are all given. But what is the new dimension that is now emerging is the whole military engagement. India was never a US part friend. India was always a Russian friend. Uh, Suddenly, the US arms industry is looking at India. The largest employer in America is their army. They have to keep them busy. They have to keep manufacturing stuff. And if you look at India, India is today the only country in the world which has got two conflicting neighbors. In fact, three. If you add Nepal, it becomes three. Uh, and yeah, defense is a big thing. So obviously, the ships will come and land in our sea. They will provide us with support. They will provide our enemies with support. So it's a very tough phase for India as a country when it comes to doing business with America. I hope I hope that this establishment is a lot more careful because it's a very ruthless game. It's all about ensuring that their economy runs. We have to be very careful on how much we like them, how much we welcome them. Uh, they are not your friends, and they will never be your friends. Americans love to do business, and they will do business with anyone who will help them do business. And they have dried up in the Middle East. They have dried up pretty much in most parts of the world. India is a big opportunity. India is a big sitting duck which is going to give them the golden egg. So I don't think so. We should get carried away by all this euphoria and noise. I think Indians need to sit back, think, and be very careful. We have to protect our local industry. We have to protect our indigenous industry. We have to protect our cottage industry. Uh, and I think all that will happen if we are careful, smart, and know how to do business US. Uh, they are really big bullies. They just know how to get it done. They just know how to make it happen. They're good. They're fantastic, but it's a one-sided relationship. Uh, I just think we need to be more careful, and all of us as Indians need to cut this whole euphoria aside and get to the basics and figure out what's in it for us, and then move forward. Uh, Mr. Modi carries a very powerful visiting card. He carries the visiting card of India, which today I think is one of the most powerful nations in the world. He needs to be very careful on how he's engaging with these Yanks. And yeah, let's be careful because Yanks love to do business and we should be careful. Yeah, that's my two bit for the evening. Have a lovely Sunday. See you soon. Bye.